10 minutes to your health.
March is the month, everyone, and it's the month for endometriosis awareness. And we've got Dr. Vernon DaCosta. He's director of the Hugh Winter Fertility Management Unit. And with him is Shauna Fuller-Clark, director and co-founder of Better Awareness and Support for Endometriosis, BASE for short, a nonprofit organization dedicated to raising general awareness about endometriosis. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Smile Jamaica. Shauna, I'm going to start with you because I remember this journey. How has BASE been progressing since?
We're 7 years this year.
Yeah.
We have educated over 6,000 students, boys and girls, over 500 employees, over 50 nurses. It's been a challenging journey, but we've seen where some people actually know how to pronounce the word, endometriosis. There's still a long way to go. We are self-funded. We are a small team, but I believe that we have done well for our size, and we continue to do the work for Jamaica to educate and support.
One of the things I think BASE has done is it has brought together women who are struggling with endometriosis, because I think women used to it just used to happen to them all on their own, and they were just trying to deal with what is this that I'm going through. That's my opinion. I don't know if this is so. Have you found that you're finding more and more women coming together and talking about it?
I find a lot of women are talking about it. I'm finding some teenagers as well, but there's still this element of shame, especially if it affects the personal relationship. If a woman is experiencing painful intercourse or she has infertility issues, she's less likely to speak about it. But there are others who are sharing their stories, and through sharing their stories, people are feeling more comfortable, because being courageous is contagious.
Yeah.
So we're seeing, we're making inroads, but there's still a long way to go. We need everyone to start speaking about it so that they feel more comfortable sharing, because you are not defined as a woman if you cannot have a child or if you're having these issues. It is more than cramps. It's a whole body disease, and it affects more than the female. It also affects the relationship, the family life, the work life.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk some more about that kind of social thinking, but I want to get back to that because some people are watching and saying, what are they talking about? What is endometriosis?
Endometriosis can be described as a chronic debilitating disease that, if not managed properly and diagnosed early, can leave most women both financially and emotionally bankrupt.
Yeah.
All right? So that's pretty much the extreme. But it's also important to point out that some women will have endometriosis and pretty much asymptomatic, and they're asymptomatic. And in a number of cases, those asymptomatic women, their only symptom will be one of infertility.
Okay.
Now, one of the big problems we are having with endometriosis is that the disease or the diagnosis is made way too late. Endometriosis usually starts in their early teenage. Maybe some people say with their first menstrual cycle. And the common symptoms are that of, pain. So when you're having period pains, all women with period pain that are lasting more than 2 days, and is significant enough for them to be complaining about it, need to see their gynecologist and, get a proper investigation and examination.
Yeah, which is why I was asking Shauna, Doc, if more people are becoming aware, because I think people felt like, oh, it's your period and you have pain. It goes hand in hand. It's just something women go through. But I think lately now they're understanding that not every woman goes through it, and that it is not normal to have that kind of pain. Yeah. There are different levels of endometriosis. Talk to me about it.
Okay, we normally put endometriosis in different stages. So we have from stage 1 to stage 4. Stage 1 is what we call, minimal endometriosis. Stage 2, mild. Stage 3 yeah, moderate, and then we have severe endometriosis. Mild endometriosis, again, is where the patients can have severe symptoms too.
Yeah.
And the opposite side of the coin is that women with stage 4 endometriosis can have no pain.
Oh.
Now, the only way we can diagnose endometriosis definitively and stage it is by performing a laparoscopy. And that's a surgical procedure where we have to use a telescope, make a little incision at the navel, and we insert this telescope, inflate the abdomen with CO2, which is carbon dioxide, and then we take a look around the abdomen and see exactly where the endometriosis
That's the
is.
only way?
That's the only way to make that diagnosis and stage the disease. Now, for some women with pretty moderate or severe endometriosis, you can make the diagnosis based on the symptoms and your examination findings plus the ultrasound findings.
Right.
You can make it, yeah. But to properly stage the disease, you would need to do a laparoscopy. Yeah.
How many people in Jamaica are qualified to do it?
Oh, I can't tell you that. But there are a number of doctors who are qualified to do it,
okay.
but not enough.
Okay. Shauna, your own experience with endometriosis is really what motivated you to start
Yes.
BASE.
Yes.
For people who have not heard it, just very quickly share with us your journey and where are you today?
Okay, how I found out I have endometriosis, I went through 8 years of symptoms, severe bloating, chronic fatigue, not much chronic pain.
So it never started at the beginning of the period?
No.
Okay.
And 8 years of that. Then I had severe shortness of breath for a year and a half. And then I had a collapsed lung. And it took another year, another doctor visit for them to diagnose me with endometriosis once I had a laparoscopy. I have stage 4 endometriosis. I've had 2 surgeries. I feel like I need a third. I've had 2 surgeries. Mine has been very aggressive, but I've been able to manage it. So I'm not going through chronic pain as I did before. So right now it's manageable.
Yeah. Doc, and that's one of the things because I want to say sometimes the symptoms don't match the illness because when you talk about shortness of breath and a collapsed lung, nobody really thinks about the uterus when that happens.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not something reproductive, we don't think it's connected. Is that one of the challenges with endometriosis?
It is, because there are a number of women who will present with only symptoms of, for example, a collapsed lung.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
So pretty much they don't have the dysmenorrhea, that's the period pains, the pelvic pain, but they do have significant endometriosis within the pelvis, but their main symptom is a respiratory one.
Right.
So some of these patients are seen by the internists who are the lung specialists who will concentrate on the lung
fixing that
and
problem.
miss the
Yes.
fact that
Yes,
it's
yeah.
all due to endometriosis.
Yeah.
Because endometriosis can affect every organ in the body. It can be from your toe to your brain.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. My takeaway then is that all women should make sure they I tell them, you know, the gynecologist should be your best friend. And that along with him or her, you should be able to monitor what you're doing. And we have to go. I can't read one thing you're saying, Clap. Yellow Day.
Wear yellow for Endo Day is Friday, March 13th. All Jamaicans come out to wear yellow to support the girls and women who suffer from endometriosis. Reach us at hello@basejamaica.com, Facebook and IG, basejamaica.com for more information.
Yeah. Shauna, thank you for the work that you continue to do. I think a lot of awareness has been raised coming out of BASE. And I think it's important what you're doing in allowing the boys to understand it, or men need to understand it as well. Because when women say, I can't move, they understand that they're not being dramatic.
Right.
This is something very serious.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Doc, for speaking with us.
Thank you.
You should come back and let's talk some more about what's been happening at Hugh Winter.
Yes.
Every time I talk to
Sure.
Hugh Winter, you guys are innovating and creating and so many new things. So we should have you back to talk about that.
Sure,
All right.
anytime. We
Dr.
are
Vernon.
willing and we'll be here.
Sure. Dr. Vernon DaCosta, Director of the Hugh Winter Fertility Management Unit, and Shauna Fuller-Clark, Director and co-founder of Better Awareness and Support for Endometriosis, BASE. After the break, Smile Jamaica goes viral. Not virus, viral. We'll soon come back.
10 minutes to your health